Support comes from Troy University's Trojan Cafe, offering handcrafted Starbucks beverages and a wide assortment of meal and snack options. Located on Troy University's Montgomery campus, across from the Rosa Parks Library and Museum.
From Troy Public Radio, this is In Focus, and I'm Carolyn Hutchison. Montgomery's Cloverdale Playhouse is presenting a play that is fun for the entire family, The Emperor's New Clothes. Artistic director Sam Wooten joins us with the preview, and he unveils plans for a guitar festival. Sam Wooten, welcome back to Troy Public Radio.
Thank you so much for having me, Carolyn. It's a pleasure to be with you.
You are in the middle of a very busy summer at the Cloverdale Playhouse. What do you have for the listeners?
Well, we're excited to be bringing the third show in our 2026 season. It's a delightful adaptation of Hans Christian Andersen's The Emperor's New Clothes. This is typically our family slot, so we put a lot of energy into picking shows for this slot that allow the entire family to participate. We've got 13 actors, over half of which are under the age of 13. So it's a big group, a lot of young folks, a lot of really wonderful energy in the building, and they've been working very hard to put this show together, and we're excited to be able to offer it.
This is actually sort of an adaptation of that Hans Christian Andersen tale that is funny.
Yes. So when Tim Mason got his hands on this for the Children's Theater Company out of Minneapolis, I think he had in mind perhaps some of the old vaudeville routines, some slapstick comedy. It really just bounces off the page. And so when we tackled this, we talked a lot about the old Saturday morning cartoons, how they sort of would adapt those characters and bring some of those old routines to light. It very much plays through the sort of scandalous crooks that have come into town. They're conning the emperor, they're conning all of his ministers, the townspeople. Everyone has an opportunity to call out the falsehood, but they don't. And it's got a lot to do, I think, with maybe some of the current moment that we find ourselves in. It is fun to sort of speak truth to power, and that's what's at the heart of this show.
And of course, the emperor loves clothes, and he is enticed by the silk and the gold thread. And who's playing the emperor?
We have a wonderful actor who's worked with us on a number of shows here and has flexed his comedy chops more than once at the Playhouse. His name is James Avery. He's a delightful emperor. You'll get a lot of laughs out of watching him chew through the scenery as he comes up with all of his various outfits and temper tantrums as he is trying to get these new clothes and getting everybody else's opinion.
And Sam, this is exactly what we need in the middle of a very hot summer. We have the wonderful Cloverdale Playhouse as a refuge and all of this entertainment.
Yes, we're very fortunate to be where we are in our beautiful old church here in the heart of Old Cloverdale. The air conditioning's working. You've got lots of fun spots in the neighborhood to make a whole day of it if you want to go grab a meal and then come catch the show. It really is a delightful outing for the entire family.
Now, it actually opened last Thursday, and it continues, through this week?
Correct. We close on the 26th. So our production run Thursday through Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday, the matinee is at 2 p.m.
There is always a lot going on at the Cloverdale Playhouse. What else do you have?
Well, just as soon as we close this show, as is our pattern, we get ready for the next one almost immediately. So we are holding auditions for our musical in the fall, the 2nd and 3rd of August. And that information will be up on our website at the auditions page, so cloverdalePlayhouse.org/auditions. And you can find out how you too can come and join us and participate. The musical is called Urinetown, and it won 3 Tony Awards and some Outer Circle Awards. And it was a big hit. It's a big comedy musical, satire of the legal system, capitalism, social irresponsibility. It's all about a water shortage caused by a 20-year drought that has the government coming to enforce a ban on private toilets. And everyone has to use their public amenities that are regulated by a for-profit company. You can imagine what ensues after that. But it is hilarious, lovely, lovely music. And we can't wait to find all the talented folks in the community that want to come out and help us tell this story.
Now, you and Greg Thornton are working on something new for the Joe Thomas guitar pull. What is this?
Yes. So, Greg has been sort of the head of our music series, our live music series, a singer songwriter series that was established back when Greg was the artistic director. And it's a lovely part of the core of what the Playhouse is. It's a great place for live music. We have reimagined the Joe Thomas Jr. Guitar Pull into a sort of festival. We're calling it a Festa-Pull. So you used to get three musicians that would come up and share stories and sort of pull the event around from one artist to the next as they sort of lined up with each other. We're expanding that three artist lineup. We're tripling it and maybe even adding a few more. We're still getting the last few details in place, but you can look for that at the end of August. We'll have a lot of stuff up trying to get folks excited for it. And it's just going to be a fun day to hang out and into the evening here at the Playhouse and hear a lot of really good music.
So it sounds like the plans are still evolving. Is it strictly for guitar?
Well, so the guitar pulls have had artists bring in a keyboard, or we've had a ukulele, a mandolin, a banjo. So it's really just whatever the artist brings. We've got a lot of multi instrumentalists, but at the heart of it, the guitar was sort of where it all started. But if you've got talent and you've got a song, Greg welcomes everybody into the fold. And we've had a lot of variety and a lot of really, really wonderful singer songwriters come through the space.
Well, bring us back to this week again. The Emperor's New Clothes. You are the director. How in the world do you keep from just laughing all the time?
I tell you, it's a tough job to have to laugh all the time. I feel so grateful for it. And it's really because we have so many wonderful young people and older actors. The oldest actor's in her 30s and youngest is 8. So we have a wide range of ages, and each one of them brings something special to the show. So much humor, so much joy. And that's what we hope translates from the stage to the audience.
And you mentioned earlier, it's sort of like the Saturday morning cartoons. Does it go as far as slapstick comedy?
So we don't have the traditional pie in the face or anybody really getting knocked out. There's the sort of insinuation of all of it. Some of it happens behind the scenes. And so we lean in where we can, but we do have to drive the story forward. And so there's no Punch and Judy violence or anything like that. But it is absolutely, I think you'll feel sort of the pacing and the broad characters that you might have experienced from one of those old cartoons.
So you're telling us the whole family can love this.
That's our hope. We certainly have tried to build it that way. That's my feeling every night when I leave and I get home to my family and I tell them the discoveries that we made in rehearsal, and they keep laughing. So I know we must be doing something right.
Finally, how can people find out more? Do you have a website so that they can refresh themselves on what we've talked about and get tickets?
Absolutely. So we'd love for folks to visit our website, cloverdaleplayhouse.org.
Sam, how many years have you been the artistic director at the Cloverdale Playhouse now?
It's coming up on 5. I'm getting a little long in the tooth over here, but it's been a great run. These 5 years have flown by, and just the best part is how many wonderful people come and share their talents with us. It makes getting up and coming to work every day just really special.
And The Emperor's New Clothes plays through what date?
Through Sunday the 26th. We close with a matinee at 2 p.m. on Sunday the 26th.
Well, the Cloverdale Playhouse has certainly added so much, Sam, to the cultural landscape of the river region.
Well, we are grateful for our place here, for the folks who thought to bring this organization together, and what the folks who preceded me have paved the way. And I'm glad to just be able to continue that tradition. We have a lot of great folks making art all across the river region. And whatever little part we can play in that, we're grateful and happy to do it.
Well, thank you so much for your visit today.
Thank you for having me.
That was Sam Wooten, Artistic Director of the Cloverdale Playhouse in Montgomery. More information can be found at the website cloverdaleplayhouse.org. Thanks for joining us today for In Focus, which is a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Carolyn Hutchison, and this is listener-supported Troy Public Radio.